A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. Now we're gonna venture off to where I'm gonna read to you. Now we're gonna venture off to where I'm gonna read to you. Emails that I sent to my mama's new friend, wondering if he's gonna fuck us over in the end. Gonna trust him anyway, 'cause he wants to hear every fucking goddamn word that I have to say. Large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people never ask me why. A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. I'm going back to bed. I only slept 3 to 6, and then got up at 6. I told my mom to go back to bed. She's like, well, I had to go to church early, Laura, and Omar didn't go cucker outside. Like, well, let him go on the floor then. I'm too tired. But maybe he won't go on the floor. I'm gonna just, I'll split these up. So this is actually the very last email that I just sent to this guy right now. And I spoke with him on the phone for quite a while last night, probably a half hour at least. Probably a good half hour maybe. Anyway. We're gonna venture off to the living room. Mama's not home. Omar, can you do Mama a favor and not go cacker on the floor right now? No, you don't understand what I'm saying. Large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. So, here's what I just wrote to my mama's new friend. Oh, I have to go get the picture. I'll be right back. I want to show you the picture that I sent to this guy along with this latest email. That was probably the 8th or 10th email I've sent to him. See, I sent him emails because I told my mom, like, make sure your new friend reads these emails. You wanted me to talk to him on the phone. Then you make sure he reads my emails first so he understands and can ask me questions rather than me having to start from scratch on the fucking phone. And even while I was talking to him, even with him asking me questions, he had to slow me down. He's like, I can tell you're a very intense person, Laura. Yeah, that's an understatement. And he was trying to clarify, and he had some things confused. Because I get agitated and I speak fast. But that's the great thing about my fucking lifelong, practically, ability to write. You can read my words and understand, Mama's new friend. I know you wanted to talk to me on the phone too, but you're getting most of this from emails where you can just read it and reread it and reread it and not have to deal with my agitated manner and swearing and whatnot and anger and, you get the anger in the emails, but it's not the same thing as hearing me get upset over the phone. In the same way, my friends and foes have heard me get upset out on these YouTube videos. It rhymes. Just like, a large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. I'm going to get the picture. I'll be right back. Batteries might run out. And only stupid people would ever ask me why. Doesn't mean that I ever intend to commit suicide, but still a large part of me wants to die. I sent this picture to Mama's friend. Okay, this was taken in, I would say, I think 2 to 3 months after I went and quote-unquote lived in that shelter because I had no choice. Arrived here April 26, 2012, I think about 3 months later or something, maybe 2 months, whatever. My mom decided to quote-unquote sneak me into her home, risk me getting arrested. And since it was all bullshit, I fucked with my mom. I'm like, Mom, you know, if you really think I'm going to be arrested, then why am I going to go to your home? You know, you already know that I've told you that it's bullshit. Why would you want to sneak me in and risk it? I mean, in the end I did, but anyway, this is to Mama's new friend who took her out on July 4th, dinner and fireworks, and more importantly, was willing to spend a couple hours cleaning up our back spare room that was covered with thousands upon thousands of flies everywhere. Had I been here and not hanging out and partying with my friend who may no longer be my friend. And again, a large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. Good thing I wasn't here. Anyway, to my mama's friend this morning. This is 3:17 because it's 3 hours, I guess. Hotmail's 3 hours difference. It was actually at 6:17 a.m. after I'd slept for a whopping 3 hours. Another thing you need to understand if you're going to become involved in all this fucking shit. For over a year now, since I arrived at X Airport on April 26, 2012, with Omar in tow, called up my mother to come get me and heard the shocking, "There's been a change of plans, you're going to X shelter," spew forth from my mother's mouth and into my disbelieving, heartbroken yet again ears. My mother has repeatedly, and I mean repeatedly, baby. Can I actually read this without my glasses on? No. Sorry. Don't get to look my completely usual quote-unquote sexy self. Yeah, whatever. For my male fans who are enamored of me. I'm not putting my contacts in when I'm going back to bed. I'm definitely going back to bed, okay? So anyway. My mother has repeatedly, and I mean repeatedly, become furious with me. And I didn't put this, but I'll say this, and I mean furious with me, over my justifiable refusal to, drum roll please, quote unquote, forgive the family. Oh, and even better, make up with Auntie Marion, you name it. And the end result to this madness that I've been repeatedly subjected to at the hands of my schizophrenic mother, who from day one has understood shit about what her precious sister Marion has been up to and doing to me, is that a very large part of me now wants to die. A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. P.S. My mother took this picture of me And Omar, when I was finally in June or July of 2012, 2 to 3 months later after I'd been living in that shelter, for 2 to 3 months, getting to visit my mother while I was still, quote-unquote, living at X shelter. I was happy to see Omar, happy that my mother, who had been visiting me every 2 weeks or so in the city where the shelter is, had decided to risk me being arrested and had chosen to allow me to sneak into her home so that I could hold my baby again for the first time in months. See how I'm smiling here, Ben? Do you really think that I was actually even remotely happy? I know how to smile when deep down I'm dying anxiety because my smile means shit. Get that, folks? My smile means shit. What's that Annie DeFranco song? People who smile a lot watch their eyes. Brilliant woman, that Annie DeFranco. My smile means shit. What smart people who possess the tiniest degree of depth and awareness need to do is look into my dead eyes while that phony smile is forever pasted on my face. Laura! I sent it to him this morning. Lovely little email he gets to get. Like I said on the top, another thing you need to understand if you're going to become involved in this fucking shit, Ben. You don't know what you're into. Because you're not just going to have to deal with my meek and mild mother. You're going to have to deal with my anger-filled fucking... Large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why self. What smart people who possess the tiniest degree of depth and awareness need to do is look into my dead eyes while that phony smile is forever pasted on my face. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, people. Don't know how long the battery's gonna last. Didn't buy that many batteries last time at CVS. Not sure why, they were on sale. I don't know. I didn't feel like buying them at the time. Who knows? I could buy them anytime, you know. Because now they're probably not on sale. Who smile a lot, watch their eyes. Annie DeFranco. Large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. Little too late, even if my mother does finally decide to do what she should have done with, a long time ago when I was telling her and trying to get her to do it, and finally just fucking gave up. No matter what happens, it's a little too late for me. I'm dead inside. It's going through the motions. Completely 100% dead inside. The great thing is I can be dead inside and still enjoy sex. Just have to find somebody I actually want to quote-unquote enjoy sex with. 4.5 years of fucking hell, and I'm still here when I shouldn't be. 4.5 years of fucking hell, and I'm quote-unquote richer than I've ever been in my life, and it doesn't mean shit to me. Just want to be touched again. Just want to feel meal. Just want to feel that kind of pleasure. If I hear another person that I actually want to be doing that kind of shit with. I did get a taste of it 2.5 months ago with that guy. That was kind of nice. Not enough, like I said, just a taste, but those people who smile a lot watch their eyes. Smart people who possess depth and an awareness can look past a smile and even past laughter and see the pain in somebody's eyes. A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. I never know when I'm holding these pictures up if you're going to be able to see them or not. I haven't determined that, exactly where you're supposed to hold this picture in front of the camera. That's why I move it around. I figure if I move the picture around, you'll see it at some fucking point, right? Right? Don't know if it's too far away. Don't know anything. And hopefully it's okay. Hopefully, we'll put it closer up, and we'll do it up, and we'll do it down, and we'll do it right in front, and we'll move it back, and we'll do it up. This is a picture I sent to Mama's friend along with that lovely little email that I just read to you guys. That my crazy self just read to you guys. Oh, we're sound asleep. Doesn't look like there's any chance of him going caca on the floor. But I have to wipe the gunkies out of his eyes. Mama's gotta wipe the gunkies out of your eyes, Omar. A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. A large part of me wants to die, and only stupid people would ever ask me why. I'm now richer than I've ever been, and it means shit to me in the end. Even if this all turns out okay. My mother may or may not get to see her dying sister after church today. Marion claims it's up to the dying sister, but that's a bunch of pooey. I know damn well that the dying sister would not say, no, I don't want to see, my mother. Don't want to see Samantha. Remember, I've changed all the names. I told my mom, and I know I've read on the internet, I read, and it says that the dying person might not be able to speak, is too weak to speak, but knows you're there. Hears you holding their hand. The dying person hears you holding his hand and saying things like, I love you. Marion told my mom it's up to Erin whether she wants to see you or not. No. Marion will decide. I know it. I know that my dying aunt would never turn my mom away. So if my mom doesn't get to see her, it'll be Marion lying. Marion telling my mom, Erin doesn't want to see you. I've wished my mom luck. I said, I hope you get to see Erin, and if you do, tell her I love her too. We'll see. They're justifying it. They feel my mom, I'm sure what they feel is my mom can't handle seeing. Marion says to my mom, remember Erin as she was, so Marion will probably keep my mom away. This is upsetting my mom. My mom's calling up people, saying it to me, and I already predicted it. My shelter friend predicted it for me. Don't be surprised if they don't allow your mom to see your dying sister. But my mom is like my mom calls up her friends. My mom even says to me, but why won't they let me see her? I'm her sister. I don't understand. What's there to fucking understand, Mom? Oh, Mary? Marion puts you in those mental hospitals and never visits you, and when she does occasionally talk to you on the phone, more than likely because you've called her, I love you, Samantha, I love you. Go to fucking hell, Marion. Even if I told this guy, all that I want is to never have to, for this to be out in the open. So my fucking family, especially Marion and all her fucking husband and kids and whatnot, will know once and for all exactly how I feel and have felt for years and years about all of this, okay? 4 years to be exact. It's gone on longer, but, only found out about this little tidbit, the adorable power of attorney that my mom Marion had not, secretly taken out of my mom, because my mom was never made aware of shit, all the way back in 2000, okay? So say 4 years that I really, really despised this woman. And her husband's in on it. The kids, they're in on it, but, they might not even be old enough to really, quote-unquote, be in on it. Who knows? I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care, you understand? I'm not after my mom's money. I'm not after my mom's estate. I don't fucking care if I die. All I want is to never, while I'm here, again, have to pretend and have to feel Marion's vile hug. Feel her touch on me. That's like acid on my skin, okay? I had no choice. First 2 times, my mom doesn't understand. She has Marion set up my computer. Why can't you just, why can't you just forgive them, Laura? Oh, leave me alone, Mom. I just want to die. I don't even care if this new guy is legitimate, because he's listening to me. He's at least another person, whether he has an agenda or whatever, whether he's sincere, he at least is listening to me. He wants to hear everything I have to say, and he's given me the first glimpse of real hope I've had in years. Even if nothing comes out of it, because in the end, he told me what I already know. We cannot force my mother to do this. And she doesn't want to do it until after Erin dies, and then Erin's just lingering on, and I'm taking off because I don't want to be here anymore. I have the opportunity to go to my musician exes, and I'm fucking grabbing that opportunity. Wish this could just happen now, before I go. I'm leaving within the next couple of weeks, you know. I don't know. Will my mom go through with it? I think this guy will probably cause my mom to go through with it. I don't dare hope for anything. Why would I? Look at the past. Why would I hope for anything good to come out of any of this? It doesn't even matter. The guy says, well, Marion will be blindsided. They'll give her, a lawyer will call, you know, she'll get papers, whatever. She'll be blindsided, but she's going to feel backed into a corner. Who knows what's happening? She claims to be rich. She might have been going under and used that money. If she thinks she's going to go to jail, she might come here. Regardless of the restraining order, I don't feel safe. I don't feel that my mom and her dogs are safe either. I don't know. Maybe that's me being paranoid, but Marion hates my fucking guts, and I walk around with my music blasting in my ear, and Marion lives practically down the street. I will not feel safe regardless if there's a fucking restraining order. I'd feel safe in the house once we change the locks, but when I'm outside in the real world, no. I'm leaving. Let this happen without me. And if it really has come down to the nitty-gritty, and I know it's real and legitimate, I have plenty of money. I'll fly back here and go to court. I'll get my ass back here, but I'm not going to be here while it's happening. Because even if there's a restraining order on Marion, you know damn well that other people that Marion knows or my mom knows are going to be saying, what are you doing, Samantha? Marion's done nothing but protect you, Samantha. What are you doing? I've already experienced it. In 2009, my mother's stupid, mentally ill friend, what the hell is that? Called up my mom and said something that made me sick to my stomach, because you guys know, if you're smart, that non-well-meaning or, family members, stronger family members, take advantage of the elderly and mentally ill members of their family all the time. You can read 50,000 cases on the internet of the same exact thing, just similar. That's happening to me and my mom. That's happened to poor other people. Read out on Yahoo Answers. I read similar things. It happens all the time where not good family members take advantage of the mentally ill and the elderly in their family. They fuck them over. They take advantage of the people like my mom, who are gullible, naive, just want to be loved, okay? Loved by their family. Happens all the time. Okay? My mother's stupid mentally ill friend called my mother up in 2009 and said this: you know, Samantha, when we're mentally ill, we have to realize that the others in our family know what's best for us. Shut up, you fucking cunt. She did that. She did that because I told you, Marion has everybody, including the police in this town, in these towns, or whatever, wrapped around her little finger. Everyone my mother knows, everyone, the family, everyone, the dyings, everyone, okay? And of course they're gonna and I'm not gonna be around. I am not gonna be around. My mother can decide what she wants. She can back down. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. At least it'll be out in the open. That's all I want. My rightful inheritance can go fuck itself. The money can go fuck itself. Everything. All I want is for my so-called fucking family to know the truth that I want nothing to do with them, and I want to never have to be forced to feel Marion's arms around me again. That's what I want. I'm going to have that, at least, I think. Because at the very least, I think this guy, together with me, he'll convince my mom to go forward with this, okay? What the end result is, at least my family will know the truth, right? They'll know the truth, and I want nothing to do with them. And Marion's hug that I had to experience, back when she first deigned to allow me to come live, you know, can we just forget we were ever mean to each other? Like, no, my God. I had to feel her hug at Christmas, and then when she fucked me over in February, I have to feel her hug on me recently? Why? Because I was afraid of what you're going to do to my mom, Marion, and I joked in text with you, and you thought that meant that everything was fine? Are you that dense? I hate you. You acknowledged it the week before, right before you put my mom in the hospital again. You know, we're never going to, you and I are never going to be best buddies, Laura, but we have to cooperate for the sake of your mom. But then, because I go along with you and joke and laugh and text or whatever, it's easy to do that. I'm doing it, but am I putting the barking collar on Angel? No, I ordered it and let it sit in the box. You just didn't know. You know, I complied with everything. But in the end, you coming over to get my mom's mail and then you hug me? What the fuck? Nothing else. If my mom just goes forward with this, even if she doesn't go through with it, if she even hints at it, I will never have to feel Marion's arms around me again. And she will know exactly how I have felt about her, justifiably from day one. Hopefully the rest of the family get an inkling of it as well. And all my mom's friends. All the police, everybody that my Marion turned against me. My stupid cousin whose mother's dying now. I'm trying to tell her Marion's after my mother's estate. She talked to me. My cousin talked to me. She's my age. Talked to me like I'm 5 years old. No, Laura, Marion's not after your mother's estate. Fuck all of you. That's to my family. Fuck all of you. If you're ever watching this, you would treat me like I'm 5 years old. You never would listen to one thing I had to say, and I was right, and my mother's friend might be after her money or whatever, but he's